I want to talk to you about a tweet, a post on X that you had put out after the Nepal crisis. And you said that there is a pattern, with what's happened in Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and now, there is this whole talk that there could be a foreign hand involved or not, whatever the case might be. But how vulnerable is India in a situation where our neighborhood is looking so volatile? It impacts us in many ways.
We certainly should, take care to watch what happens. As I stated then, and I'll state again, the way in which these kinds of sudden spirals up happen, one has to ask, is there a pattern in all of this? And so what you saw in Sri Lanka, then in Bangladesh, and also in Nepal, very similar kinds of things are there, and there are rumors and otherwise of foreign NGOs, of particularly USAID funded NGOs which were involved in all of this. One can look into the matter, but certainly the fact that these kinds of things have happened and happened in a certain kind of pattern is something we should look into. After all, we have also had things like farmer protests,
right, which have gone on for a very long time.
Shaheen Bagh and all of this, with very similar patterns, funded by very similar kinds of agencies. And all of this, by the way, happens in a wider global context of narrative manipulation, done by the likes of VDEM Institute in Sweden. All of these funded again by the same Soros's Open Society and USAID and other kinds of agencies. So there is a certain consistent pattern to it. Now, whether or not they are operating in India and can do something is something that we should keep our eyes about. I'm not saying that every protest is caused by this, but to be wary of these is something that I think every sort of sovereign nation should. It's our business to keep track of this.
So clearly, if one were to go by this argument, these agencies are also tapping into some inherent frustration somewhere, and they're capitalizing on that. So, that also, like you said, that India needs to watch out for this.
See, look, in any large population, there will always be some people who are disgruntled. They may be disgruntled for good reasons or bad reasons, that we can debate. There will always be the question is that then being built upon and being spiraled out, or is it this organic? Now, if it's organic, okay, things happen, but there is some reason to believe that it is not entirely organic. Yeah, and we, as I said, we ourselves saw it. The linkages with some of the, for example, Khalistani groups or jihadi groups which may have been linked to, for example, all those events that happened a few years ago in Delhi itself, and some of those people involved in it then ended up being jailed and still are in jail.